Hi, I'm Graham Scott, Tournament Operations Manager for the ISPS Handa PGA Tour of Australasia. And today I want to take you through another rules scenario whereby my balls come to rest in an abnormal ground condition, ground under repair, and the various options available and our dropping procedure should the committee have put a drop zone in place. I think it's a little bit confusing for people at times, so I just want to take you through the things that you can and can't do with the drop zone. First of all, my ball's finished up in this bunker, and the whole bunker has been deemed by the committee as taken out of play because it's undergoing renovation work. So the whole of the bunker is deemed to be GUR and it's lost its status as a hazard. So you've got to remember that it's no longer a hazard, or our relief options would be different. This whole area is deemed to be ground under repair. Okay, so let's go and retrieve my ball from the bunker. But in this case, because I want to use a reference point for looking at my relief options, I'm going to mark the position of the ball with a T. That gives me a reference as to where I could drop the ball if I'm taking relief from ground under repair. Now in this case, the pin is over here. I'm looking for my nearest point of relief, and I'm actually going to have a fairly difficult stance and lie because of the activity that's been going on here. So in taking that position, my nearest point of relief is going to be around here. Now I have my one club length in which I can drop the ball, but looking at this, anywhere I go with my one club length, when I drop it, it's not going to give me a particularly good lie. In this case, the committee have given me an additional option. Instead of taking normal relief of nearest point plus one club length, they've put a drop zone in place. So now, using the same free relief principle, I can go to the drop zone and drop a ball within the drop zone. Now, I don't have to stand in the drop zone in this case. I can stand outside it. I just have to drop the ball in the drop zone. It can hit the line, that's deemed to be part of it. So no problem there. I can stand and look and see where I'm going to get the best lie for dropping the ball. Perhaps the biggest bit of confusion for people is what happens if it doesn't stay in the drop zone. So let's have a look at what may happen when I drop the ball. So here I am, shoulder height, dropping the ball. The ball has bounced out of the drop zone. Now in this situation, it hasn't rolled more than 2 club lengths from where it first struck the ground. That ball is now in play. So although it's hopped out of the drop zone, it is in play. You wouldn't pick it up and drop it again. Alright, you must leave it there and play it from that position. A second confusing point is because of the positioning of the drop zone. Let's say that I was to decide to drop up here because it's a nice piece of ground. I drop the ball. It doesn't do what I want to do because I'm so good at dropping. But I drop the ball, it skipped forward. So 2 things here now. One, it's gone out of the drop zone, but also it's gone closer to the hole. In a drop zone situation, it's not a redrop if the ball goes closer to the hole. You would only redrop it if once it hits the ground in the drop zone, it rolls more than 2 club lengths closer to the hole. So once again, just because the ball has leapt out of the drop zone, it doesn't mean that it's a redrop situation, and this ball would be in play. Beautiful lie for me to play from as well.